Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Booth Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I sit here contemplating because I wish there was more time, because the days just seem like they go by so fast and I don't seem to get as much done as I'd like to. I'm working on a storage shed for myself, but I do that after I do all the work for everybody else. And so I haven't had as much time to work on it like I would like to. In fact, I only got about an hour today to work on it because we had to fix the roof and we're getting ready to paint a house, paint that same house and do some other work and stuff on it. So it's been busy. Anyway, day number 1 of Dallas Cowboys practice is in the books. Thank goodness it's in the books. And we have, I want to say, a broken promise already. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. I'm going to say a broken promise. See, what we heard from the coaching staff was, we are going to adjust our schemes to the players' abilities. That's what we heard. We're going to adjust our scheme to the players' abilities. In other words, instead of saying, yeah, like we've done with other guys, you know, we got it, you're good at something, but that's not what we want you to do. We want you to do something else. Apparently that promise is already broken, because they said Mazi looks slimmed down. Ask me if I've heard that one before. That Mazi is slimmed down because Matt Eberflus's defense is much like Dan Quinn's about getting players up the field. And so that Mazi will be playing 1 and 3 technique. And they're going to be, which means he's going to need to be able to rush the passer more, which has never been Mazi's forte. Mazi, the guy they drafted, is a guy who was really good at stuffing the middle. That's what he was really good at. Clogging the middle, taking on double teams with his big fat behind, and stopping and clogging up the middle. And the Cowboys aren't asking him to do that at all. We want you to be a pass rusher. Well, the truth of the matter is, this is a guy who had a half a sack in college. He wasn't a pass rusher. And this is where the mad scientists come in and they start outsmarting themselves on what to do with players. And so here we have Mazi Smith going into his 3rd season, right, with a 3rd different defensive coordinator. Every one of them has a different philosophy. We heard Mike Zimmer last year basically say, we basically had to tear it down and tear it apart and start all over and teach him what we want him to do. Well, apparently we're doing the same thing again. And this gets to be a point of, is Mazi failing the Dallas Cowboys, or are the Dallas Cowboys failing Mazi Smith? So here's my question then is, are they planning on Jay Tola being the 1 technique guy? Every time it starts to get to be dusk, them damn mosquitoes start coming out with a vengeance. That's a lightning bug. My worry on the defense is this. I guess what their plan is, with Dak and George Pickens and CD, we're going to be scoring a lot of points and we're going to be way ahead, and it's going to be a track meet. If that's the case, then the plan sounds sound on the defense, because, you know, we just brought in another edge rusher who had 8 sacks. Lions, as a rookie, had 8 sacks his rookie year, and then not much since then. If we're going to be a team that plays with a lead all the time, then we're great. Then we're going to be going after the quarterback. We're going to be rushing all the time. But if we get into dogfights with teams like the Eagles or in playoffs, where we have to hold the line in the middle, I'm not sure that we got the guys to do that, unless they're looking at bringing in somebody else, or they have a whole lot of faith in a rookie, Jay Tola. Now, maybe Jay Tola has already wowed them, and they think that he's gonna be the next Aaron Donald or something. I don't know, but I don't see who is going to be that one technique guy. And the Cowboys just seem to never, ever give a rat's ass about the one technique guys. And in the NFL, we know you need to run the ball and you need to stop the run. And that's the two places that you got the biggest question marks right now. Can the Dallas Cowboys stop the run? And will the Dallas Cowboys be able to run the football? Shit. You know what I like? I don't know if you guys can see the colors. Probably not. The colors of the sky, it looks so beautiful right there. And on this, the only thing I could do was just start getting the mast up. And, the ridge up and the end rafters down on it. And sun starts going down. And so that's why I'm sitting here kind of tired, needing to put my tools in the lockup down here. I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think. Are the Cowboys making a big mistake with Mazi and saying, we want to make you a pass rusher? And yeah, so we're going to make you a pass rusher, and you're going to play three technique and one technique. And I don't know. I have to say that listening to Micah, who is mystified why Max Crosby and Myles Garrett and TJ Watt all got their deal done, and he's still sitting around waiting. And I think that situation bears a lot of watching, that the longer this goes, the more I think Micah is going to get pissed off. And what the Cowboys are doing makes no sense whatsoever. None. Mosquitoes are out here eating me alive. I need to fill up the bird feeders. My mom said that the birds are dying out. And she said you need to feed the birds to try and make a bird sanctuary for them and make sure that they survive. Because at the current rate, we ain't gonna have too many more birds. So I've been feeding them, and they've been literally chowing down and emptying them in a day. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna get my tools put away, and I'm gonna go inside, take me a nice shower, and catch up with all the other news that's happening. Program note. A bunch of people have been worried about me working too hard and doing too much, and they say I need to relax. Me and the wife are going to go on a little vacation for a few days to the beach. We're calling it a retreat because we're going to be working on a multitude of things, from Jobu Sports to planning for retirement and things like that, as well as other things, and just trying to catch our breath. But I'll be able to focus more on the Cowboys, and that's why I've been trying to get all this stuff done and out of the way sooner than later. Fortunately, there's just not enough time in the day to keep up with all of it. And now that training camp is open and Jerry Jones is acting like an idiot, well, it's even harder. But we're going to do it. I appreciate you guys. I know I look tired as shit. I've sweat so much that my eyes are burning. Peace.